Hank, stop being mad. Hank is overlooking this evening's project and he's not excited. And I know what you're saying. Jamie, what are those? Let me just explain myself, okay? Don't get so excited. Chicken. I'm in the network, the real chicken network, like the underground back door. Don't tell anybody where this came from. Meet them in the parking lot. Chicken lady. Not kidding. I've reached that age in my life where brain fog and confusion, and I'm tired and I'm restless and things just aren't. They just aren't. So, Henopause. I have reached Henopause. Yeah. Henopause. You don't act like you've never heard of it. Many of you have experienced similar symptoms. I'm sure of it. It's when you get to the point in your life when you just chickens. Just chickens. Let's talk about it. Okay? Don't freak out. Don't freak out. Look, he's not freaking out. It's going to be fine. It's going to be totally fine. I'm not getting any younger, okay? And I'm not saying that I don't have any hobbies or anything like that, but I am saying that many of my hobbies cost money. I know, chickens cost money too, Jamie. Obviously, look, you didn't pull all these out of the backyard. No. But I look at Lester and I look at his future of longhorns and that like comfort space. And recently,
you're jealous.
Recently, I started finding myself down a path of learning more about some of the chickens I have. And believe it or not, it turns out that some of the chickens that I have acquired, in order to obtain partners for them that match them, that there's some rare breed show chickens. Yes, Terrence, Peapat, rare. Even my little fancy that we lost. Because I was like, I'll find a partner for Peapat. I'll find a partner for Terrence that match them, because like that's kind of a thing in the chicken world as I'm reading. And as I started to search, I realized, number one, I have the dullest knife in the world and I can't open this box. But I also realized that you can't buy, like nobody has many of them. And if they do have them, they're hoarding them and selling the eggs. So I got to thinking, I'll just hatch a few. And then when I looked at the price of the eggs, I was like, oh my Lord. You have barnyard mixed chickens, right? Where you have the chickens in your backyard that just date each other, and then you get a mix, okay? Then you have specialty chickens like bantams that are koshin, the furry feet, like Sam and Liberty out there, like then you have a mix of those. But as I started to dive down this path, I'm like, why not me? One of my favorite parts of chickens is Hank. One of my favorite parts of chickens is clearly sharing them with Hank. But one of my favorite parts of chickens is hatching them, raising them as little tiny babies, maybe. I love having chickens, period. But as I started to look at the cost of some of these, I was like, Terrence and Peapat came from a mix at Tractor Supply by pure chance. And now that I have learned about them, Terrence is a Belgian porcelain Duclay. Looks like Duckle, okay? In fact, I said it like Duckle first in a conversation, and I was vividly and strongly corrective. It's Duclay, and they are a bantam show chicken, and they're very rare. There's also Fancy, who was the first one that got snatched by the fox. She was also a Belgian Duclé, but she was a Millie Fleur. I know, it's crazy. And she is a Iam Ketawa laughing chicken. I'm not joking. And they're rare, and they're actually a game bird, not really a chicken at all, which we've always thought. So I found myself a dealer or two. And then I decided that I'm gonna go ahead and become a dealer too. Why not? Why not? How fun is this gonna be? So this is our variety pack. Tonight we're going to label them based on what they are, and we are setting them in the incubator. You and me and Hank and even Lester too. He's so excited. Don't think that he isn't in on this. Tell him that you're not mad. Tell him that you're not mad.
I am not mad.
This is a future plan. So we're gonna raise us some fancy chicks to sell their eggs, just like everybody else, and maybe sell their chicks or the chickens. I'm not sure yet, but we're gonna give it a whirl. It turns out that they are hard keepers as well. Forgot to mention that part. Anyway, 3 of my sources are from eBay. And one of my sources is somewhat local. I met a chicken lady. I'm gonna tell you about her too. And now I'm in the network, the real chicken network, like the underground back door. Don't tell anybody where this came from. Meet them in the parking lot. Chicken lady. Not kidding. Henopause. Henopause. That's what we're doing. We're in Henopause. I also have upgraded my incubator for set event, and this thing will hold up to 48 eggs. It has an automatic turner. It of course has our candler, and it is a much different setup than what we're used to. Let me show you this. Do it. Oh. So the egg turner is different. It moves this thing side to side to be able to rotate the eggs. And I have the capability to take the arms out and make different spaces. Because I'm hatching tiny eggs this time, I have put them fairly close together, but I do have the capability to shuffle if I need to. Okay, I'm getting nervous. So the first round of eggs are a bantam mix, and they do have some laughing chicken in them. So these are kind of this is a tester pilot. These are from our very own little flock. These are silver Seabright Bantams, and these are gold Seabright Bantams, and then these are Terrances. These are Terrances, and this is also, these are little surprise eggs in here. Let's see what else we got. I'm going to label them in pencil, so that way I can be sure I remember as well. I told y'all that I am in the club. I have a personalized letter. With a phone number of if they don't work out. I'm telling you, this is like a whole new culture, and I'm so excited to be a part of it. Well, good morning. I just wanted to tell you that I'm still here, and we're still doing this, and we are in our Henopause era. We are now about 14 hours into this fun little project here. Both incubators are full, and I was able to use every single egg, which makes a total of 67. And I don't want you to freak out. Don't freak out. Lester's not freaking out. I'm not freaking out. Keep in mind, many of these traveled via air and got cold temperatures and then super hot temperatures. So the hatch rate is going to be much lower than the ones that I literally walked in from outside. And the ones I walked in from outside are only 6. So don't freak out about that. So this is a gamble. This is a trial. This is a see what we can do type of scenario. I will definitely show you the specific breeds that we're aiming for. And then as I hatch these, that's going to prompt me to build specific chicken keeping areas because they'll have to be eventually breed specific, especially during laying season. We're entering the part right now where they're obviously they would have to grow, but we would be talking about early spring that I would want to separate and segregate. There's a lot to come, and this is the beginning, just the beginning of Henopause. I love y'all. Thanks for watching.